With a vision like this, more people, more like Jesus in our neighbourhood, nation and the nations, I think it's important to ask, what do we mean by more people, more like Jesus? What does that actually look like? How do we know if we're becoming more like him? And so these values that we're going to be looking at, the first of which we'll start in a moment, help to unpack his character. And as we do that, we see through him who we are meant to be as the church. So the first value that we're looking at is love. We've identified love. We want to talk about this and unpack who we are becoming and who we're looking to be more like, and we can describe it as love. John 13:35 puts it like this. Jesus is speaking, he says, "By this, all people will know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another." You see, God's love is so eternally surprising that it sparks surprising results in those who receive it. We're changed. We love radically because we are first loved radically by God. To give you a bit more of a picture of what this love is about, I'm just going to turn to 1 Corinthians 13. This is often used in a wedding preach, but its actual context is the church. And so this is who we're looking to become. Paul starts by explaining that we could have lots of good things going on, but without love, it's pointless. He says you could be speaking in tongues, you could have prophecy flowing, you could give to the poor, you could do all of these things, but if you're missing love, then you gain nothing. Let me read it to you. Paul describes love as this. Love in the church is patient. Love is kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but it rejoices with the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. This is extraordinary love. Now, the idea of this kind of love being shown amongst hundreds of members in one single church might seem fanciful, maybe even unrealistic. But Jesus reminds us in John 17:26 just how we can accomplish this. It is possible because it is his love in me and in you. It's not your own love. We can love like this, as Paul describes, because it's a gift. It's his love in me and in you as well. You see, there's a reason that the Greeks needed to find a brand new word to describe this kind of love. They had words to describe some kinds of love that they were used to. The love between a man and a woman, the love between a father and a son. They were used to this kind of love, but then they came across the love of God and they had to come up with a brand new word for it because it is so life-changing. They called it agape. And this is the love that describes his love towards us, love that is grace-given, merciful. But not only that, it's the love that we're meant to have for one another as well. It's culture-shaping, God-delighting, and world-changing. It's love.